You already know who it is, man. You got Cisco out here, man, with the fam bam.
Your boy Rocky, how you guys doing tonight? Today? This morning?
What up, everybody? It's Pete.
Hey, don't hit the table, fool, because like when you hit the table, I know it booms. Sorry for your ears.
Yeah. But welcome back to another episode. We made it to another Saturday night
fever.
Saturday night fever. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Huh? I just want to chill.
Let's see if this is working with me now. Just doesn't want to, huh? Okay, go ahead. Keep going into the conversation.
All right, so I think last video or last stream we kind of left off on. So pretty much a little quick walkthrough. We explained how to buy crypto off of a centralized exchange like Crypto.com, Coinbase, whatever. The process is generally about the same, and then transferring your funds onto custodial wallet like MetaMask, which is like a software how to access your funds on the blockchain. Today we're going to explain a little bit more about what MetaMask is, or what custodial wallets are in general, what they're used for other than storage, and all the different functionalities you can get out of them. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So MetaMask, pretty much, it's a custodial wallet, as we explained in the previous video, that they're called custodial wallets because you're transferring your cryptocurrencies into your custody, where only you can move your funds, right? Unless somebody gets access to your seed phrase, which we discussed in the last video, as something that you need to protect. You watching yourself, bro?
I am watching myself.
You watching?
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's super choppy, dog, but all right. We got Juan Carlos Portobello Tapia.
What up?
Saludos.
What up, Juan Carlos? ¿Cómo está?
Hey,
Bienvenido.
What's going on, big dog?
Hell yeah. Hey, we got a live viewer.
Yeah, hey.
You're the man, dog. You're the man, Juan Carlos. I like your cousin right here.
Hey, so pretty much, you too? Damn it, man. Get it together, gentlemen.
So funny, dog.
All right,
man. We're just testing it out, Juan Carlos, man. We sorry, dog. Yeah. Feel free to type any questions, man. We'll cater right to you.
Yeah, make sure that the chat box is on. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. No, it's cool. It should be there. So if he messages something else, we should see it. He probably messaged that before we went live or whatever.
Yeah. Just saludos, man.
Oh, he did? Yeah. Hell yeah. Juan Carlos.
I wonder if I could. Can I move
¿Cómo está? Where's on the side Esteban?
He's one of your boys or what?
Yeah, these are the guys that are in Switzerland.
Oh dang, dude, we're worldwide. Yeah, prestige worldwide.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
awesome.
real cool dudes, man. We probably should bring them in one time and do like a video call and stream, and that way they can share their stuff too, man.
Right.
But anyway, so yeah, MetaMask, good to put your cryptos into your custody. We discussed in the last video why that was important, because centralized exchanges can have all sorts of stuff going wrong. They can shut down and your funds are gone. All right, which is something that we want to kind of diminish or get rid of, you know what I'm saying? And plus, why would you want somebody else to be in control of your monies? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't sound appealing to me. But, so also, so these custodial wallets are also your gateway into Web3 and DeFi, right?
Right.
Web3. Web3 is the new internet. It's the new, more interactive internet, where you'll be able to use your cryptocurrencies. It's permissionless. Web3 generally there's not a selling of your data like there is on like Web 1. You know what I'm saying? Where Web 1, Web 2, You have companies like Google, Amazon,
They own it all.
that they kind of own all these websites, and they sell all your personal data to other companies, and they profit. Web3 kind of eliminates all third party, and it's just you in the space and whatever you make of it, which can be an amazing thing if you get educated. And that's why we're here. We're here to try and spread some of the knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
And we'll learn together.
Yes, sir.
Go
ahead. So some of the things that you can do on Web3 is like interact with applications that run off of blockchains, more or less stuff like blockchain games, right? Which is a hot thing in the crypto space. Blockchain games where pretty much you guys, I know everybody's played games like Fortnite and stuff like that, and you buy skins and but other than that, like, you can't really do anything with that, right? Like, I know people that have been playing games like Fortnite from day one, and they have like all these like rare skins or whatever. Like, they'll sell their whole accounts for a set amount of money because they have like OG skins and stuff like that. But like, imagine you play a game and all your skins and your characters, they're all NFTs, which you can sell individually on a marketplace, right? And that's something that Web3 provides for us. Web3 and blockchain technology, the tokenization of NFTs, non-fungible tokens, which is actually super cool, especially if you're a gamer. If you're a gamer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not one, I'm sure eventually you guys are going to be exposed to it in some way, somehow. A matter of fact, there's a company in Las Vegas right now, I'm not gonna name, but they actually rolled out NFTs as part of, well, okay, I'll just go ahead and say Station Casinos. I'm sure you guys already heard it on CBSN or whatever. They have like this whole new NFT thing, and so the exposure is coming. It's coming quicker than you guys think, and we're just trying to keep you guys updated, get you guys ahead of the rest, which is like game changer stuff, right? Because like, when's the best time to get into something is before everybody else does, right? So anyway, so yeah, Web3 is bringing a lot of new technologies to the table, and not a lot of new ways to interact with the internet. And you know what, Web3 is just kind of where it starts, because as I was telling them that there's already people working on Web4 and stuff like that. Some great stuff. And with Web3, you get applications that bring in DeFi, decentralized finance, right? Pretty much financial organizations that work on the blockchains and work off of Web3, where you can pretty much it's pretty much making you your own bank, right? And they give you like places like what is it, Pancake Swap, but
I just wanted to see if this thing was syncing up, man. That's my bad. We're live, man. So just bear with us.
Yeah. We're chilling. We're gonna have a good time, but so yeah, pretty much DeFi is giving you a chance at becoming your own bank. Because like, what happens in today's world, when you put your money in the bank, that money is no longer yours. They give you like a digital number that represents the amount of money you hold in your set account, but technically it's really not already there. By the time it hits their bank, they've already lent your money out, or they haven't invested in other assets, and they're making money off of your money. DeFi gives you the chance to make money off of your own money and getting rid of that third party. There's a lot of DeFi applications out there. Like I said, like Pancake Swap. I think Uniswap kind of does some DeFi stuff too, right? Some decentralized finance where you can like stake and all that good stuff.
I'm familiar with Exodus. That's what I personally use, and they have some coins that you could stake as well.
Right, and you know what's so good about like doing this in the DeFi world, other than with the banks really don't pay anything. I think like the highest percentage you get if you hold, I think like on a CD account, I think the highest I ever seen is somewhere like 5% interest or 6% interest that they pay you. In the DeFi world and the Web3 world, there's certain decentralized entities that can offer you like 12%, seen 20%.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I mean, I've seen numbers crazier than that. You know what I'm saying?
Cosmos is like 21%.
Cosmos 21%. You know what I'm saying? I to me that's a bigger bang for your buck. It's something like the financial institutions in the physical world should be offering too, but we're treated as consumers, and they kind of just figure that we need them, and so they don't really offer us anything anymore. But the decentralized world, the Web3 world is offering decentralized finance where we kind of can gain control over what our money is used for and how it's used or whatever, and pretty much picking and choosing what we feel like we should be getting paid for what we've worked for, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like the hell, I feel like letting a company tell me that I'm only good for this much and they're just gonna use all my money for free. Screw that. But yeah, that's pretty much the way to get into this world is using a custodial wallet like MetaMask. Something about C98. C98 is another one. There's a lot of different wallets. Definitely do your research. Certain wallets only interact with certain blockchains. I know that a lot of the wallets are fighting to be like the one that does it all. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you're gonna hear us say a lot of MetaMask, just because they're one of those ones that kind of offers so many blockchains that you can interact with via the same wallet. Trust wallets. C98 is also a multi-chain wallet. It's kind of what you probably want because you're gonna be messing with. Well, if you're like us, you're messing with a whole lot of different networks and blockchains and all that good stuff. Because, like I said, in this Web3 world, there's a lot of different entities that offer better rates or better things and might exist in different ecosystems. And this is your gateway. Your gateway into being in control of your money again. I don't know. I think I just kind of ran it.
Yeah, man, I think we're good. We can call it a wrap. See you guys next week. Noobs, man. Sorry, man. We're still figuring everything out, dude. That's on me.
One of the mics is
my bad.
There we go.
Why'd you tap it, man?
Did I do it? Oh yeah, I probably did.
So you probably had to tap it. It doesn't tap itself.
All right. Well.
All right, Web3, man. That's it. That's the low and down and dirty, man. See you guys next week.
Peace out.
I mean, we don't. I think we're good now. Whatever we did, kind of helped out.
All right. Cool beans.
Okay.
Man.
Cool beans. All right. So. You know what? I think so. With that whole DeFi, we're just talking about how the whole banks, how like it's kind of crappy, the fact that like we hold our money in the bank and our we're not getting anything. As a matter of fact, like if you don't have enough money in your bank, you're getting charged maintenance fees. So you're actually paying money for somebody to use your money, which is like super wild, man. Super wild, but just presents a shitty case for banks in general, right? And then now the banks and the government's trying to get everybody on CBDCs, which is what is it? Central
bank. Shit.
Fuck.
Central bank. Digital currencies.
Yeah, central bank.
My bad, guys. I'm still just trying to figure it out on YouTube. I think we're just gonna call it a loss on YouTube, man. We'll just post this up. Sorry, y'all. If y'all catching us live, man, we appreciate y'all. If you can't, then it is what it is. We're just gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah. So CBDCs, right? Central bank digital currencies. So I know you guys already heard about this. How they're trying to digitize, money, which is already essentially kind of a thing, right? Like a lot of you, I think, pay with debit cards or credit cards. A lot of you have like direct deposits. We really don't even see the cash physically most of the time, unless you go to pull out some to pay in cash. Which, matter of fact, I went to like I go to the baseball games sometimes, and they only take card.
Yeah.
They don't,
cashless.
Yeah, they don't take any cash. I guess.
For example, even music festivals now, you have to wear a wristband. Upload all your money beforehand. You get there and it's complete cashless. A whole cashless event. Just scan.
Oh wow,
that's crazy.
That's pretty cool. Super cool.
But yeah, that's pretty much a thing now.
Wouldn't know anything about that. I'm not hip. Too old. Too old. No, but yeah. So everything's already kind of moving that way, right? And we kind of have some qualms about CBDC. Some major issues with it. I mean, like I said, we're already kind of going that way, but the fact that like the government is trying to force them on us.
Well, I don't think they're trying to force them on us yet, but I almost feel like it'll be like that flu shot they were trying to give everybody, where it's like you guys can't attend music festivals, or they'll just make it super inconvenient for you to
do anything.
Yeah, to do anything. So it'd kind of be like, just for like a quick example, like your tax refund. You go, you submit your paperwork to the IRS, and then if you get a refund, then you gotta wait 2-3 weeks sometimes for your money to clear and come back. That's if the government's not shut down. Then it'll take even longer. So I'm sure they'll probably do stuff like that, where like you guys can wait a month to get your refund or whatever stimulus check or whatever, or you guys can opt for the CBDC
possibly get it
instant return, within the same day type deal. But then at that point you're signing over your I guess your secretness, man. Like, the government doesn't need to know what I spend my money on. They don't need to know what I'm doing with it. Like, it's my money. If I want to go buy McDonald's or whatever, they don't need to know exactly where I spend my cash and what area code or whatever. So you kind of be giving up a little bit of privacy, which is kind of how these things are speculated to work, right? That's kind of where the major issue with them is, that they'll be able to see what we do, but because they're not a full-on crypto blockchain, we're not going to be able to see the transparency back on their end, so we can't see where the bank is, what they're doing with our CBDC currencies or whatever in their holdings.
Right, which I don't know about you guys, but I have an issue with that, because it feels like I'm being violated. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already kind of hard to have privacy in this country, but now like they want to know down to everything you buy on a daily basis. Like, that's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, why the hell does the government need to know that I need to go buy some toothpaste at 2 p.m? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, it leads to a lot of negatives. They're even saying that they could possibly even start a social score. Like, say if you say anything on social media that they don't like, oh well, this guy, we don't like your comments, they could shut your money down.
If I'm not mistaken, I think China
already has.
China, there was a UFC fighter, man, that was real, like, I guess he was speaking out against it or whatever about the social score, and like, in order for this guy to get to his fights, he would literally have to travel by car, because he didn't have the social score to get on a plane or to take any sort of other transits, like no bus, no nothing. So he would have to like drive like 14-15 hours, dude, by car to get to any of his fights. Like, it was wild. He was a beast too. But yeah, China, yeah. So that could be a thing too. That they could probably start, like, it's just just another way for them to kind of regulate you without us being able to have just another way for them to take the power from us.
But you know what? Listen, man. And then here's a little thing I just thought of, right? This, because it is like a narrative, right? That's kind of running where like the governments do kind of want to run like this whole credit score system based off of your actions and based off of your purchases, based off of your vesting,
Believes
all
and
that stuff, right? So like, we say you are in a like a big city or whatever, you know what I'm saying, with nightlife and stuff like that. And I know that there's a lot of peeps that work in like the industry, right? They work in like bars, they work in restaurants, and they get off late. And a lot of time, like they like to go after work and go have a drink at the bar, which I have, you know, I probably not recommended to go have a drink every night, but a lot of people do. Like, I mean, that's just kind of how they take a load off or whatever. But essentially, the government would be able to see the fact that you do that. Say they did roll in a behavioral credit system, and they're like, well, this guy drinks regularly or whatever, buys too much booze, terrible financial decisions, and then your social credit score goes down. Man, crap! Some of these guys are gonna have to be riding bikes by the end of this shit.
You know, you won't be able to buy. You know, you'll go to a bar, you won't be served. Oh, guess what? Your transaction got canceled, denied. You know, and that's where it's getting to. You know,
Ooh-wee.
you know. There's also saying that there's going to be a possible expiration of your money. They'll set an expiration, so goodbye to savings, and and you won't be able to do that if it expires. You know, you'll have a time frame to use your money, and that's it. You know, you just won't be able to save. You know, have a long term savings account anymore. You know, and that's horrible.
Yeah, that's wild. That's super wild. Which kind of emphasizes more on why, the crypto space is so important and why decentralization is so important. I know that things are still kind of transparent in the blockchain world, but it's on both ends. You know what I'm saying? Because this whole CBDC thing, they're keeping tabs on us, but we're still not gonna get to know what the hell the government's doing behind our backs. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm saying that they're doing anything, but
no, but they are, right. They are. It's like not just the government, but like the banks, right? They're all kind of in cahoots together. Where it's like you open up like a high yield savings account, you throw in whatever money you have, your $10,000, and then they take that $10,000 and they're just giving you like a bank note. They're kind of just giving you like an IOU saying, oh yeah, you have $10,000 in this account. But realistically, they're taking your money, man, or whatever amount of money they have in their bank, and then they're making whatever investments they're doing with that money that we can't see. It's all water under the bridge, man. Like we can't see none of that. And then that's kind of like where crypto solves that issue, because in blockchain, it's not like, essentially what the bank is doing is saying it has all this money. It gives you an IOU note saying you own this dollar, but realistically the bank owns this dollar and they're investing that dollar. So technically you own $1 and the bank is investing that same dollar. Or as far as cryptocurrencies goes, that's physically impossible. Like nobody can hold the exact same token. If I have one Ethereum, that's how much I have. If you have another 2-3 Ethereums, you and I cannot have the exact same Ethereum token.
You know what's wild now that, because we're kind of talking about this, I kind of just came to the realization that eventually some of these services or products offered in the blockchain space are going to be more tangible.
Yeah.
They're going to be more tangible than the actual currencies we're getting paid off of in, regular every day, right? I mean, the whole thing, the whole blockchain technologies is to make it part of our everyday, which I fully advocate for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm definitely pro blockchain, pro decentralization, pro privacy. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to know every single thing that I do. Pro ownership too, man. Because if somebody owns technically the same number that you own, do you really own it, or you share it? Like it's kind of weird. At least when you're doing something like an NFT and each image is tokenized and there's not a duplicate. You know what I'm saying? There's not a duplicate token. They all have their own codes. I mean, at this point it's definitely looking like some of this blockchain stuff is going to be more tangible than the U.S. dollar in the near coming future, which is super crazy.
Right, and that was kind of like the whole inception of why cryptos became to be was like with that whole. I don't know if how correct I am, but with that .com bubble, essentially like banks or not banks, but like corporations and companies were they had a certain set amount of stocks, then they opened up an online business, but shared the exact same stock. So technically, they were just leveraging on themselves their same exact stocks. They would sell the same stock to two different people. And then when people started, one was through their actual corporation, and the other one was through the .com corporation, which shared the exact same stock, same value. And then when people tried to come collecting, right, during the recession and all that, people were trying to pull their money out. Well, then the companies kind of had to go under because they didn't have the stocks that they said they did. Some along those lines, and that's kind of how blockchain kind of became to be because they were like, hey, like with this, it's physically impossible for two people to earn the exact to own the exact same token. Everybody can have a token. You could buy a token, but it is impossible to own the exact for two people to have the exact same token. And that's kind of like the whole long and short of why this kind of went down. How crypto kind of came to be and the problems that it solves with blockchain, right?
You know what? I think we should take them to some of these DeFi applications that they can go and check out. Like, I think the most common one I can think of is probably like Pancake Swap. See kind of how like their yield, their reward system kind of plays out. Staking and all that good stuff. Obviously, we're not gonna stake anything right now, but you guys can get a better idea as to how the DeFi world works and how Web3 works. Web3 makes it DeFi is the product, and Web3 is how everything comes to work.
All right, so we're on the website player. Look, Pancake VSwap V3 migration. I don't really know Pancake Swap, Peter, so you're kind of gonna have to
Take it from here.
yeah, man, because I'll show you Uniswap. Go ahead. You done? Go ahead.
Sorry, man. People are messaging us on Discord or whatnot. I'm just kind of answering a few questions.
Well, what are the questions they're asking?
So we kind of have like a little Discord, just a bunch of us, and we kind of like pulled in on this project. I don't recommend it. I'm not telling anybody to get into it. But it's called Zed Run. It's like it's a horse racing game.
Is that online
It's a blockchain game. Yeah, actually, you want to check that out? Yeah, let's check it out.
Over here.
Web3.
Yeah, we're talking about Web3. Fits the subject.
Not Polkadot. Sorry, guys.
Not Polkadot.
Polkadot's a good project too, though.
Zed.run. Zed.run. I think it's one of the cooler games in the blockchain space. Essentially, it's horse racing, right? And all your horses are NFTs. Currently, I think it runs on the Ethereum blockchain, right? So the Ethereum blockchain kind of makes it possible through layer 2 solution Polygon Matic. Is how the currencies are kind of traded in this game. But yeah, essentially, like all the horses are, they're all NFTs, which means that you can buy, sell, trade, send peer to peer. These horses, they do like a bunch of different things. You can breed them. They have stats. You race them. They hold tournaments. You can win like skins. They also hold like tournaments where you win actual money. Matter of fact, it tells you right there how much money has been won in USD, and so far it's been about $60 million
plus.
So I'm not here to show this project to you guys. It's just something that me and a group of people, we kind of just got into as a vesting opportunity. And just kind of to see how the NFT world and blockchain gaming world kind of works. This is kind of just a simpler form because you're just really just entering a horse, and there is like where you kind of keep up with statistics and see how certain horses perform, and you can breed them. They have like different coat colors and all this cool stuff, and this is the only one. There's a lot of different blockchain games out there. This just happens to be one of one of the trending ones from last bull cycle. But yeah, it's pretty cool. He was asking me like how the horse is doing. We have a stable. It's called Z Hippodrome. Like the old like where they would hold chariot races and stuff like that back in the old like
Right.
ancient Greece time.
And so this is kind of just ties into the subject because you need to have like a custodial wallet, right, in order for you to be able to participate in any of this DeFi applications that they have, right? Games being one of them, right? And that's just kind of how this all ties in here. I'm gonna take this down.
So you pretty much hold your NFT horses in the wallet.
Yeah, so you need the wallet because the horses are NFTs that are held in your wallet, right? Because those things too, you own them, right? They're in your custody, and so you pretty much play out of your wallet. I mean, you can't function in the Web3 world without a wallet,
Right,
pretty
right.
much, right? Which is cool though, because I mean, it kind of intertwines reality with digital objects, you know what I'm saying? Which is the future. We all know this.
Yeah.
We all know that the
Big
further
facts.
the further we get along in time, we're gonna be a lot more digital. We're gonna
In the
be doing
metaverse,
a lot of stuff. Yeah, man, you guys know the whole metaverse thing. You guys are gonna need a custodial wallet for that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's get back on track here.
Okay, yeah.
We're kinda going off the deep end.
Here's a little DeFi, right? Decentralized finance. This right here is PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap.finance is where you go, and it serves as a DEX and as a decentralized finance place where you can stake tokens, own rewards, or earn yield. They offer that through many different currencies on I think the Ethereum network, the Binance Smart Chain. Actually, I don't even know the full list, but they offer a lot of incentives on different blockchains and stuff like that. If you go to earn, so actually, if you want to just go to trade, so the decentralized exchanges is where you're gonna go, buy other currencies that you might not be able to buy on a centralized exchange like Coinbase or whatever, because there's a lot of currencies out there that do different things. I don't recommend you just going and buying whatever. Definitely do your research. Do tons and tons of research before you hop into anything. But once you find something and you want to get into it and you just can't find it on a centralized exchange, a decentralized exchange like PancakeSwap will offer it. And in this case, we're on the Ethereum network, and so say if we wanted to get Cake, right? So that's like the governance token, kind of like the token that kind of runs PancakeSwap and gives some sort of what do you call it? Some governance to this whole project. That's what they offer, Cake, right? So if you wanted to buy some Cake, you'd have your ETH. You can convert your ETH into Cake, and then once you swap it out, then your Cake would reflect in your wallet, and it would be in there until you decided to sell it back, or you can use it. Matter of fact, I think PancakeSwap has like an NFT marketplace now too, like where you can buy NFTs and stuff like that with Cake and all this crazy stuff. I think actually right there, collections.
So let me click
It's not even. You probably have to be connected with the custodial wallet. Or
I
whatever.
am connected with the custodial.
Oh, you
wallet,
are. Oh, we
but,
probably just. Or probably
I
it's
guess
not.
I just don't have any, and that's why it doesn't let me.
Okay, that's probably what it
See
is.
it.
So if we went to the marketplace, probably like OpenSea or something, I don't know, and bought some, we would be able to see them. But so let's go ahead and go to the earn, right? So like this is where you buy tokens and stuff on the smart chain. You can do Ethereum, whatever. You know what? I never used PancakeSwap
Me neither.
Same here.
for the Ethereum blockchain. I used it for smart chain, right? Using BNB and stuff like that.
They
but,
got to pay Ethereum liquidity pool.
Oh, jeez. What?
So this is just kind of like another way to earn yield, right? So you have these tokens that nobody really knows much about, right? Like this Pepe thing is crazy, but apparently if you pair this up with some ETH, right? So essentially you would have to go to your trade. You would say, "Hey, I want to buy some ETH, not Pepe. I mean, not cake. You want to buy Pepe, not ETH." Let me see if I can find Pepe. Pepe, there it is. Go ahead. So you would put here the amount that you want to trade. Let's say you want to trade 1 ETH, and that gives you. Is it giving you more, man? 2,000?
No, it's giving you. What is that? 700.
Yeah, 7 mil, but the U.S. denomination is more than what you have.
Oh, is 1 ETH running for?
1 ETH is 1,900, and it's telling you it'll give you this many Pepes, roughly worth 2,100. That's like a $300 thing, man.
That's strange.
Super odd. Normally it's like a 1-for-1 or like a pretty even ratio.
Yeah, I'm sure if you executed a transaction, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be that. But it's just kind of giving you like a little like okay, a quick estimate or something, because it definitely doesn't run like that. Or else, guys,
I would be trading it right now.
Yeah,
I would be trading it right now.
Yeah, we'd be arbitraging the shit out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So essentially, you'll trade in your token, whatever you have, right? ETH to Pepe. Then you'll go over here. Now that you have an equal amount, the U.S. dollar denomination, you'll come here. You'll provide liquidity to this, right? Add a liquidity token. It should be this Pepe ETH liquidity pair. So it has to be an equal amount. Normally they run 50-50. So that's like if you put $1,000 worth of Ethereum, you'd also have to put $1,000 worth of Pepe. You'd go here, then you'd be able to earn a 41.96% return on your liquidity pair.
So I probably wouldn't do this with something like Pepe because it's a meme token. It's longevity. We don't really know what it's gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We can't really say whether it's gonna be worth a lot more in the future or if it'll even be around, right? But there is some really good projects out there where you can do this type of stuff and get some good returns on it. But say if you did do it with Pepe though, what are they offering if you did stake the liquidity?
It's 41.6%.
41.6%. That's good. I know the bank for sure ain't gonna give you that, right?
You have this one right here that gives you 183%.
Jeez.
Right, but so you don't. I know we're all like gawking at this, right, guys? But this is not something you want to go chasing. Normally, these high reward things, man, are super sketch. And then you always got the possibility of like impermanent loss, where one coin kind of can go up and the other one will go down, or they're both go down, and then you're pretty much just losing a lot of money, man. Liquidity providing, I don't recommend to any beginners, but this is just kind of like opportunities that are presented to you once you start becoming more savvy in the crypto world, and you can you kind of just start logging in. You start seeing what you can do with your custodial wallet. Something like this will not be offered to you on any sort of centralized exchange. But they, however, will be doing stuff like this with your money.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And in order to give you your reward, right? So you'll go stake Ethereum on Coinbase, and they'll give you like 3% or whatever, 4%.
And
then they're gonna come do this with probably something that they've done more research in, a pair that probably gives them a little bit better, maybe like this Cake ETH liquidity pair.
Yeah, which is probably not financial advice, but if we're talking about something decent. That wouldn't be a bad liquidity pair, and they're giving you 36.
So they're collecting 36% on your money that you left on that centralized exchange, kind of like a centralized bank. They take your money and they invest it where they think is going to make them money. They cut you your share of 3% or less, and they keep the rest of it, man. And that's kind of how they stay above water.
That's the centralized exchanges.
Yeah, that's centralized exchanges.
So anything like Kraken, Coinbase,
all of them. Any of those platforms that offer staking.
Right. But if you have a custodial wallet, and that's the gateway to Web3, and Web3 gives you the access to decentralized finance, which is this essentially, right? So like PancakeSwap, not only is it a DEX, a decentralized exchange, but also a good little, a good way into DeFi. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't know why we're on the hex thing.
It was just something else I wanted to show them.
But if so like if you did like the Cake ETH or whatever, you get a little more realistic 36.77%. Like that's really good. Like that's, I mean, no centralized exchange is gonna give you that. No bank is gonna give you that. Like I said, it's not financial advice, but you can find really good projects out there. Provide liquidity pairs and make some decent money if you know what you're doing. This is kind of advanced stuff. Maybe we'll break down more into it later on in the future.
So yeah, right now essentially what we're trying to do is just kind of show you guys the options out there, man. That comes with having your own keys, having your own custodial wallets, and this is definitely one of the more lucrative opportunities presented to you.
Which I think is really really cool. You can do a whole lot of stuff on here, but yeah, and then now what we got here, Hex.
So this is Hex, right? So this is another decentralized application, right, man? This is a token called Hex that I'm real heavy into. So essentially, all this does, man, is just kind of you guys heard of like certificate of deposits in banks, right? You lock your money up with the bank for 10, 15 years. They give you like 8% return or something like that. So here it's kind of like the same thing. You can deposit a certain amount of Hex for a certain amount of days, and then you'll get a return rate, right? So if you do like a 555 stake, which is I think the longest stake, it's roughly 15 years. You get a return on your rewards here. So you'd end up putting in about 5,500 Hex tokens, and then you'd end up receiving about 16,000 at the end of your term. So at the end of the 15 years, you'd get 16,000 Hex tokens, this is roughly like 4 times the amount you get in, 3 times the amount you put in, you get out, and it's just a certificate of deposit, just another option on your custodial wallet usage, right? Just something else you could do besides if you guys don't want to really provide liquidity, get into something more solid like a CD. And then all this is doing is just paying you out in that token. It's not paying you out the actual money, right? So you're not getting paid out, this many dollar denominations. You're getting paid out this much in the token. But if the token does good, like this little price chart shows you, then you're getting all that on top of that. So instead of just holding, your 5,555 tokens and then waiting for the price to go up, like why not you stake it? Then you get 3 times the amount of tokens you actually have on top of the price action, and it just causes like mad gains. So this is just another application that people can use, man, and just another use for a custodial wallet, right? This is the whole point of this is for you guys to be your own bank, essentially. That's why crypto was created, for you guys to be your own bank.
This is actually like really great, man. It brings up another reason why the blockchain space is so dope. Because
we can take this down, no?
Yeah, we can take it down. Yeah, kind of gives you another reason why the blockchain space is so dope. There's a lot of good cryptos out there, a lot of good layer ones or whatever that are deflationary, right? Mm-hmm. So like you accrue value just in buying them up, right? Because the quantities is the quantity available is reducing as opposed to the dollar. The dollar is inflationary, right? Because they can print as many as they want. Don't get me wrong, there are certain currencies that you don't want to get into that that work the same way as the dollar. We're definitely looking for deflationary. Is what some of the most promising projects out there in the space offer. But yeah, the dollar it's just been continuously going down for the longest time. You've seen Bitcoin. Bitcoin has just gone up over time. That's because Bitcoin is deflationary, and there's only a set amount of tokens out there that can be bought up, and as they're being bought up, it reduces the supply, which drives the price up, and that's just kind of how it kind of works, right? When if the dollar worked that way, then your dollar today would be worth more tomorrow, but that's definitely not what's happening. So you're buying some of these cryptos. And then say you buy it at a good time, like, in a bear market, kind of like where we're at right now, and then you'll get some extra value going into the bull market. But like my brother said, you stake that, then you're getting rewarded
triple reward.
Yeah, you're getting rewarded.
It's the multiplier.
It's like a compound interest, right? Something like that.
Yeah, no, better,
Literally,
man.
yeah.
Shit. Definitely better, especially if you jump into the right things. You know what I'm saying? Definitely do your research. We'll never give you financial advice. This is all just for educational purposes. But there's a lot of different applications out there. So you got DeFi, you got blockchain gaming, you got products and services that you can buy in the Web3 space. Some under speculation, not so good. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just use it to however you want to use it. You know what I'm saying? We obviously use it to do good. We think the blockchain space is a positive thing. And it's the way of the future. It's definitely a better future for us than what I think the government's trying to do for us. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if cryptocurrencies were so bad, so horrible, like they were trying to preach 3-4 years ago, right? Like, do you really think the government will be trying to come out with their own cryptocurrency?
Because essentially that's what they're doing, right? These CBDCs.
Right, central bank digital currency.
Yeah,
literally, they're coming out with their own digital currency. Because at this point, we're past the point where they kind of like are fighting us. You know, now they're trying to join us. You know, now they're just like, all right, cool. Like we can't beat them, join them. And that's kind of exactly what's going on with them.
Join them, but with full control.
Right. So yeah, man, I think it's been pretty solid.
Hell yeah, man.
And all this is just kind of to pique your guys' interest, right? We're not going to tell you to do this, do that. We're just saying, hey, look into this stuff. Look into this is the whole reason of having a custodial wallet, right? Not your keys, not your crypto. If all you do is buy your stuff and you hold it on Coinbase, man, Coinbase is out here playing with your money. All of it. And then, they make more money on your money, man, and you're making them richer. Why not make yourself richer? And that's just kind of just to pique your guys' interest and realize, like, what you guys are really getting into. Crypto has so much more applications than just, price go up to the right type deal.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why custody wallets are so important. Like MetaMask, C98, Trust Wallet. There's, like I said, there's a gang of them, like so many. But the ones we tell you about are probably some of the more common ones, or ones that we think are kind of promising or whatever. We broke down last video how you guys should treat your custodial wallets and your seed phrases and stuff like that. If you guys haven't seen that, hop into the episode previous to this one and check that out. You know what I'm saying? Definitely
like, subscribe.
Like and subscribe. I think we should go into like a little free ramble, man. Things that are kind of going on in the market right now. Yeah. Wait, man. I know. You know what? Matter of fact, I got a bunch of people, man. A lot of beginners that are coming in, trying to come into the space or whatever. I tell them, like we're gonna take our time. They're over here asking me about this Pepe all the time. Yeah. And listen, like Pepe is cool and all. Like it's for sure made some people some money. Like, would I ever recommend you get into it? I'm not gonna say yes or no, right? It's up to you, right? The only thing I can tell you is be careful. Do extensive research. Never play with any money that you need, right? Like in this, anything that has to do with putting money into something. Always only put what you can afford to lose. Especially being new to the space, there's you could make one wrong turn and poof, which sounds scary, but it's not really like that. If you do your research, you're gonna be okay. But like Pepe, it's a meme token. It's it's just funny money. These things kind of happen in the space, which is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's like such a new technology, man, that the people are really just taking it as a joke, and it doesn't really help the narrative towards making crypto like an actual not viable, just accepted like currency, because people are like, oh well, what you got these meme tokens, man, that do massive run-ups. What was it? I think we said Pepe does like 80x, something like that. You could have 80x your money.
Crazy.
You could have put $100 in and walked away with 8,800. So stuff like that, and people are like, what? Like this is crazy stuff, but it actually happened. It's actually happening, right? And but then they go down, right? So if you don't get out at the right time, then you're kind of just screwed. And then it creates such a bad narrative, and then everybody just kind of like, oh no, Bitcoin's a pump and dump, Ethereum's a pump and dump, anything that's a actual decent project is a pump and dump. It's gonna pump. It's just a bubble. It just creates very, very bad publicity for the space itself.
Right. And then for anybody that sticks around, like, I mean, some people kind of get into the space because of some of these meme tokens. So it's like a love-hate thing, right? Like, you know, yeah, they do kind of give a negative outlook, but it's also a way to capture attention towards the space, right? Like that, you know, that's kind of why we're trying to educate everybody, because I know like meme tokens aren't the safest, you know, place to put some money in, but there's like some great projects out there. You know, some of them might not give you like 80x or whatever, make you a millionaire or whatever, but definitely the crypto market is definitely where you're probably gonna get some crazier gains than like the stock market. You hop into like the DeFi world,
and you quadruple that real
you can stake it and make money off of holding your money. And I mean, you know, it in the long run, in some good projects, like there's definitely like, you know, there's definitely some money to be made or whatever, you know. But yeah, you know, be wary. I'm not gonna say like, you know, don't pay attention to the hype. You know, you might want to, like, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Just be very careful, because like you said, something will shoot up and they'll come down just as quick. But that's why we kind of like to put majority of our portfolio into like some decent layer ones that kind of have proven history. You know what I'm saying?
Bitcoin, Ethereum, those are, you really realistically, you want to have about half of your portfolio into either one of those two. You know, broken down,
or both. It's up to you.
Yeah, you could do quarter into each one, but for sure, 50 to 60% of your portfolio should always be in these. And this is kind of what I'm showing you. I got a little chart up right now on the screen for you guys to show you to people that are like, oh, you know, Bitcoin was a pump and dump. These people that bought here in, you know, September 2013 here, the price of Bitcoin right there on that day, September 3rd, was $135. Not shortly after November, right? So March, November, 6 months, it went up to like, what is that, 800 and some change? 800. Yeah. So from $100 to 800, it went even more, all the way to 1,000 in November, like late November. Then it came back down, right, crashing back down, and even right here, these lows was still $200. So from over here at $100, 130 to this low right here, you're still up on your money. Then these guys, imagine you would have bought a Bitcoin here at $200, $400, and this is 2015. Then you get this next run up, and this is what happens. And now it's like $17,000, $19,000, right? Then it comes back down, and even this low right here, this little valley that we had, is still $3,000. So imagine had you just bought it 2014, held it 5 years. Now it's 2019. We're back in a bear market. Everything's low. And it's $3,000. You literally turn $100 into $3,000, and then so on and so forth. The trend just continues. Look at it; it just keeps going. Now, last bull run in 2021, it hit 58,000, almost 60. It hit 59 at some point. 69. No, 69. Sorry, 69 and some change. There it is. 60 something. I know we were just shy of 70,000. Came back down a little bit, back to 30,000. Went back up, and even now in this little valley here, this little low here, $16,000. Imagine how you just bought it at 100 over here, $91 here in July 2013. Held it a couple years. Now we're here, 2022, $16,000 on the low. Today it's worth $30,000, 28.
So like, if you just held, you're still up.
Yeah, you're up immensely, right? And this is like another one. Ethereum is another one that did the exact same thing, right? This chart looks trash, but so this is kind of just shows you the actual price action, the price movement, right? The price appreciation of it. So down over here, $1.17 for an Ethereum token. Today's day, $1,900. So
some of these good projects, right? Like essentially, you just hold them. Like you make some money, right? But like imagine you bought ETH at like a few dollars like that, right? And then you staked it at that period, and then all the ETH that you accrued from staking plus what you're holding and price action, like sets you up in a really good spot. And I don't know. I don't the opportunity that the crypto space presents. I don't think there's any other
nothing like it.
Nothing. Yeah, there's nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Not that I've seen. Not real estate. Not the stock market. Not not buying cars. Not nothing, man. I think that's what's so cool about the crypto space. Like everything
very
that's
unique.
Yeah, everything that's kind of happening in the crypto world. But there's more to come. As we get further and further into the future, blockchain is gonna be like more intertwined with our everyday lives. I mean, I know you guys don't want to believe it sometimes, but it's coming. I just told you this, like a big casino company just rolled out NFTs as part of their like rewards thing, you know what I'm saying, for their players at their casinos and stuff like that. Like there's gonna be big corporations. You know what?
Sorry, man. So before you continue, because I just wanted to show them like a bad token, right?
A meme token.
So yeah, like a meme token. I don't know if you guys remember, but like back in 2021, right? They had that Squid Game show came out. So somebody literally made a Squid Games token, and this is it. Like it straight started up high, did some crazy stuff, was going up and down, prices were going crazy, and it got wrecked. Like it's just straight downtrend. Never had an up. Not a good token. No utility. Like this is literally a pump and dump. There was not even a pump to this. It was just a straight dump. Buy my token and sell it. I'll sell it.
There was even that streamer that went viral that lost all his money live in his stream.
Yeah, bro. I'll see if I can find the clip right now, man. We'll kind of show it.
Yeah, post the clip, man.
No, let me find it. You guys keep talking. Let me find it.
Okay. So
I remember, dude, it was horrible.
So yeah, that's good. Like there's very bad projects out there, man.
Yo, listen, man. I'm sorry, dude. Now, listen, man. Like. We've been in some shitty shit, man. Right? we've been in
we have our share of
we were kind of forged into the game trial by fire, you know what I'm saying? Like, but just kind of shows you that the fact that we're still so bullish on the space, even after like getting burnt a few times, like just kind of shows you that there is a lot of greatness in this. Is it all great? Probably not. You got like these meme tokens, like it's cool when you catch them early and you might, make some gains, but you kind of have to have like the mindset for it and know that these things might not last forever, and that take profit, set up like rules for yourself, set up a plan, right? That you should always have a plan, especially when you're putting money into these type of things or whatever. But yeah, man, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh man, screw that. Like I'm never. Listen, man, sometimes I might do like some DJing stuff, but it's cool. But that's because I'm not new to the space anymore. I have my plans of execution, and I only use, especially when like the super risky plays, I use very minimal money, stuff that amounts that I don't care if I completely lose. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to end up like some of these guys that kind of dump their mortgage into it, and then get straight up burnt to. Oh, yeah, no. We're talking about meme coins, though. You know what I'm saying? Relax. But no, I mean it's cool. I mean, some I know that they have some negative connotations with them, but sometimes we kind of need these things to kind of get people to. All eyes over here, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We caught you with the shit, and you'll stick around for the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't get too easily distracted with all these meme coins and stuff like that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and roll on to this clip of this streamer.
Yeah, he was a nice YouTube streamer and lost a lot of money in the Squid Game token.
So I guess this is wild.
Amount of coins that are locked. Whatever the fuck's going on, that would be the fully, but obviously the real one is not. So the market cap is 2.168 trillion And now the mark. Oh! Oh!
Dang. Dang. Look at that. That's how quick stuff can move, man.
Sayonara, motherfucker! Oh, Lord! Holy shit! You seen it live, baby! You seen it live! A goddamn
That's not for real, is it?
No, yeah,
Was
this
that
was-
like
this
in the
was-
beginning or what?
I don't know when this was going on, bro, but yeah, this. I think it goes lower too, bro. Like,
That is a live rug pool. What the fuck happened here? What happened here, dude?
You know what? We should talk about that, bro. We should talk about
risks.
the risks to some of these coins, right? Like, so there's some good projects out there, and good projects
Bitcoin, Ethereum.
have well developed websites, have
network community.
network community, how tos. They have fully docs devs. All sorts of things that you're kind of looking for. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let's pull up like a website to a good project like what. I don't know.
What is it, Masari?
How about Illuvium? We can check out Illuvium or Hex. There you go. Okay,
All right.
Hex. So all right. So we got a decent web setup here. They have a DEX here available. What is that? The Uniswap? It's automatic. All right, all right. Well, anyways, we're just looking for cues in some of these projects. So one, you hop into their website, you check out, what they all got all the information on that website, right? So what we're looking for is kind of like, we want to know about the project, kind of where the project is headed. Usually there's like a white paper. I don't know if this has a white paper. So my brother is the Hexakin here, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a Hex fan.
He's a big Hex fan.
Oh, this is perfect.
What is this hex, you might ask? Hex is a cryptocurrency, albeit a very different type of cryptocurrency. You see, instead of simply spending or trading this cryptocurrency, Hex lets you lock up your money and gain interest on it.
Which is kind of like the whole staking thing we were talking about.
It is what the banking industry calls CDs, or certificates of deposit. Customers lock up their wealth for a certain time, and in turn they grow their wealth by earning interest. But the old school currencies that we lock up in our banks suffer from inflation, which means that while you are gaining interest over time, your money is also losing some of its value. This is where Hex shines. Because Hex is the first high-interest paying cryptocurrency. Hex takes the profit out of banks and government money printing and gives it to Hex holders. Hex is actually designed to increase in value. In fact, the value of a single Hex token has multiplied by more than 8 times within the first handful of months it was launched. Which means that Hex holders not only gain
Yeah, that thing went high, bro.
Yeah, so imagine you bought it and then you staked it.
And then it goes up 233x.
Oh man.
We'll call it what you want your Lambo.
Anyways, you guys can check this out, and if you guys want to on hex.com. If you guys, we're not financial advice or whatever. It's just something that my brother's kind of into, something that I kind
I like Hex.
invested into as well, just because we kind of done our research and stuff like that. But you can pretty much anything you want to know, they offer you the information, which is what we're looking for when it comes to a good project, right?
Right. So you want to have like all this stuff, right? This is the Hex.win. So it is just a bunch of apps that kind of help you. The Staker app's probably the most user friendly interface type deal to help you get your Hex staked, right? Makes it a lot easier. But yeah, just a bunch of charts, stuff like that. So this is just kind of the whole community built thing. The exchanges here, it's on 1inch, it's on Matcha, it's on Uniswap here, this whatever this is. Charts, it's on TradingView. Like this literally And because like most other, that's actually pretty well developed. I've never seen other projects like this, but yeah, man, this has a lot of helpful links, kind of just telling you like what Hex does, what it does, how it works, why, what information you really want to look at, man, and stuff like that. You know, Telegram chats, right? Always has a good community behind it. Don't know what the bots are. But Hexagon YouTube channels. Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, they got Hexologist. He's a good one to go follow. A Whole Dog. There's also a good one. Crypto Coffee's on here. Dang, they got a lot of people, man. I didn't know it was all on here, man. This is all news to me. Need to get my name on there.
Yeah, Rose Crypto, huh? Yeah, catch us on the next Hex.com update.
They have these Hex conferences where they just meet up with a bunch of just the different Hexicans, and they'll just go do wild stuff. Either go on yachts.
Oh, what the heck is a Hexagon, man?
You know, it's a Hexican, bro.
Pretty much anybody that kind of rides with the project, huh?
I guess so, man. So I don't know exactly what a Hexican is, man. I would say it's people that actually believe in the thing and then in the project. That see where it's going, believe in what it's doing, and believe that in its utility, man. The fact that it's a whole CD, man, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, so a lot of these projects kind of have like any good project has a good following, which is another cue you're looking for too. Is like, all right, is it good? Like, how many people are really interested in it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if people are has a good following and people are real passionate about it, it's probably a decent
good developer team.
Yeah, exactly.
All that matters.
And so anyway, so these communities will have like names for their communities and stuff like that, like Hexicans, and I think Dogecoin's like Shibes or something like that, or I don't know, man. There's a lot. But you go to these websites and you look for the white paper and see like their roadmap and what they're gonna do, what they got planned for the future and stuff like that. Usually you want to look around and see if the developers are docs. In this case, Richard Hart is one of the I think the main guy, right, for Hex.
Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, Richard Hart. He's the founder. He's the founder of Hex. He created Hex. He did a lot of stuff.
He's fully doxed.
Want to talk a little bit on this one? This would be your helium.
He's fully doxed. You guys can find all that information through their socials, through their website and stuff like that. Which is kind of what you're looking for.
Shoot, I'm not even
sure. You guys can see what we're seeing. So this is like another one called a helium. What does helium do, bro? You're the expert on this one, bro.
Helium was the internet. Dude, I even forgot. I kind of fell off the project for like the last few months, but it moved over to the Solana network now.
No shit.
They integrated, yeah. So now we're on the Solana network. They got almost 1 million miners throughout the world now.
Oh wow! A lot in Europe.
So yeah,
a lot in the US.
Each of these miners are pretty much creating internet. They're creating internet. It's gonna be essentially gonna be free internet.
West Coast.
Yeah, they're all over the West Coast.
So Helium is another project, right?
Yeah, it's another project. I'm not sure how long it's been around for. I know it's a couple of years now. And of course, the ones that got in early, are the ones that were very profitable.
Can you pull up a chart on Helium?
I can pull up a chart on Helium. I can do that.
I remember when I heard about it, Helium was like at $52 a token.
All right. So
right now we're shortly right around $2. Yeah, we went down significantly.
So there's staking, right, where you can accrue value by earning interest.
I'm not sure if it's stakeable.
No, well, that's what I'm trying to say. So that's one way, right? We talked about staking or whatever, and we'll break down more into staking in later episodes. We're just kind of give you guys a little feel about what the crypto space has to offer. But Helium, Helium is a
2020.
Helium is a
so
mining
3 years.
a mining
Yeah, so they're
network.
pretty much, you're able to buy the miners. You know,
I'm
there's
about to buy
different
some
brands
helium.
out there.
Oh, this is crazy. It started out here like at $1.
Yeah, look at that.
A dollar and some change, $1.20. Went all the way to
So right now we're almost
50,
there.
and now we're back almost to where we started. Which some people could say that's bad, right? Some people will be like, "Oh, like this looks like a horrible
Bro,
price chart."
check the market cap, dog. Tell me what the market cap was.
Market
prior
cap
and
range
where-
172. Market cap dominant 7.07.
No, so you can actually go up.
Oh, you want me to do this?
Yeah,
Sorry.
hit that. And so if you go to, yeah, there you go. You go back to that price where it was like $1
Right here?
and change or
Right
whatever,
here.
right?
About 8,000 million.
8 million, okay,
$8
about
million
a
market
little
cap.
over 8 million market cap, and then where we're at now.
At the highs, it was is that $5 billion?
Yeah, it's $5 bill.
$5 billion.
$5 bill.
$5 billion market cap. And right now it's even higher still. It's at 230 million.
So
Close to the 8 mil that it was at.
So like market cap, pretty much just like the amount of money flowing into it or how much is locked in already. So we're down to like $1 and change again, and the market cap is still significant. So pretty much all that means is that it's gonna take a lot more money to flow into this project for it to hit new all-time highs, right? Which it probably will. As far as from what I know, like Helium is a pretty good project, right? Rocky here is
It's a really good. It has a lot of promising.
and this is not financial advice either.
You know,
We're just-
No, we're just sharing some projects that we're kind of passionate about, that we're kind of a little bit more experienced in, right? I'm not gonna sit here and talk to you guys about Pepe or any other shit coin out there because I don't know much about them, because I really would advise against that. But some other better projects, Helium, Hex, right? Solana was like alright, I guess.
There's a lot of new ones coming out. They're just popping up left and right. Something similar to this is, I believe, Hive Mapper, and it's pretty much it's a device. It's a camera. You mount it onto your car, your windshield, and as you drive, it's literally filming the roads. So you're updating data in real time, and all this information it's going to be essentially be sold to, like, say, applications that use maps, like Uber, Lyft.
But before you start, maybe you want to break down what Helium is first, because we're just
So
jumping.
Helium is, let me give.
You want to go back to the Helium? I don't know. 'Cause you started. What do you even? So like mining, right? Like
Yeah, so pretty much the Helium is a blockchain-based network that connects IoT devices, Internet of Things devices. Helium technology enables communication between devices, while the system sends data across network and nodes. These nodes that compose the network are known as hotspots in the Helium system. So these hotspots are essentially the miners that you have set out. And
so they're bouncing signal between so you set up a miner and it's bouncing signal to other miners.
It uses RF
radio
signal,
frequencies,
frequency, and it pretty much connects with one another. And by connecting one another, it's creating a network. So it pretty much they're validating each other by saying, "Oh yeah, I see you." So pretty much they're talking to each other, and then they're creating this network. And eventually, this network, the internet, is going to be free.
So why would you even want to do that?
To create, pretty much, essentially, you're creating free internet for the people.
And then you get paid in the token.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like staking. You're getting paid in order to provide
a service.
Internet.
Yeah.
So radio frequencies, not internet. Radio frequencies.
So it's kind of like one aspect of how mining is done, right? There's a lot of different ways.
Of work, pretty much.
Exactly. And so like in this case, like if you didn't have to stake, you got like a Helium device and you'd mine your Helium, and so like you're generating Helium, and then it was going up in value during the bull run. There's some people that definitely
and your bag's just growing. Right? Like at one point, like when I'm saying when it was $52. Back then when there was less miners, when it was at $52, I believe it was I think in the beginning or mid 2021, close to 2022, I want to say. And that's the miners that I have. Those are the gold spots, they call them. Those were pretty popular at one point. And you know, you could have as many as you want. You know, there's people that did this as a business. You know, they're buying hundreds of them at a time, and then it was just so hard to get them. You know, it was during the whole chip shortage. You know,
how much were they running back then?
Back then, people were selling them, you know, for about 2,000.
Scalping.
I'm sure you can still.
Even
I'm
more.
sure there's some scalpers out there still trying to sell it for.
They were selling
Right now
them
we're in a bear market. You can get them for 129
sky high.
right
Yeah, 129.
Okay.
It went down.
They actually have the product. There's no waiting.
There's no
Yeah.
shortage
Wait
right
time,
now.
no
Yeah,
nothing.
no bunch of
There
freaking
was
scalpers.
people that were buying them in the beginning of 2020, or even in didn't get them physically till like a year and a half later. So you were
Right
they're
in the
back
bear
on.
market.
Yeah, right in the bear market. So when they got it, bro, they had lost their opportunity.
Yeah, they're just getting them now, like
Yeah.
in January.
or
Like-
maybe the opportunity's not missed, man. I mean,
No, yeah,
Well,
of course.
like just I mean
think
I don't
we're still
know.
early, you know. we're still
So
early.
like you have this chart here, or this is not a chart. This little like data plot thing. It lets you know where there is and there isn't any miners. But a lot of these squares in California are like really high. Something like this where you only have 2 miners.
You're
Two
making it
active
go up.
miners, you're doing all right because there's only 2 miners in this block in this hexagon here that's validating between all these guys around it. But if you were able to get a miner over here per se in this area or these darker areas, well then now you have nobody because right now everybody in this hexagon, these 2 active miners are splitting all the rewards that come and get validated through here. So this miner's challenging all the miners over here, 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 and here. They're all challenging each other, saying, "Hey, man, you guys are all got signal. You guys are all running. We're all running the same block. Okay, next block." And they keep going and they're processing their data.
right. And then for you doing that with these miners, you get
But
some.
if you have so many of them congested, you're only getting a certain amount of rewards per hexagon here. So
It
if you
limits
have
it,
5 or 9, or let me find one that's big. This one
Dude,
has 4.
in California, I heard there's places where there's like 100.
Bro, I just
per
saw a block over here that had like 9, dude. Right here, look. This one has 9 miners that are active, and it has 9 miners that are inactive. So these guys they're probably just out of money. Like, you know what? It's not even profitable to keep my machine running, even though they don't take much power. But still, they're probably just like having to split your rewards 9 ways with 9 different people. So it really doesn't incentivize you to buy a lot if you're just gonna have them all in the same hexagon. But you want to get into areas like here where
Spread
there
them
is none.
around.
You put one here, one here, and one here. You start maximizing your rewards. Now these guys challenge everything over here, and you get all the rewards because there's nobody else here. And same thing with these empty hexagons, and that's kind of the game you want to play. It's very, very good for like places that are very urban, right? Is it urban the word I'm looking for? That are very
Rural,
developed, right?
Yeah.
Not so much the rural areas because there's no signal over there. I mean, in the rural areas there's no competition either. So if you can get a big enough antenna that could reach you, right from like a couple whatever the distance is here, then yeah, you'd be getting a lot of rewards. And that's just kind of like the whole how much money you want to get onto this thing, how much money you want to invest. You kind of starts has like a whole little startup fund. But like I said, cool projects, man. Decent projects that are there, man. Like there's a lot of like this is everybody saying crypto has no utility. It's not real. Like this is as much real as any of those freaking cell phone towers out there. You know what I'm saying? If not even faster, they operate faster than the cell phone towers, running on the same frequencies, man.
Oh yeah.
Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. I feel like we've gone way off the deep end.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens, man. Yeah, but I mean, just another thing
This
that
is the adventures in crypto, guys.
Yeah, everybody, and then you get together and you share the common wealth. You know, like I had no idea what the heck helium even was until Rocky was like, "Hey man, I'm into this helium thing." I had no idea what like Pepe was. My brother was like, "Hey man, Pepe's token. Like we should have got in on that." They didn't know what hex
Bro,
was.
it was like the third day, man. We could have made some gains off of that, man. I mean, like, man, we're not gonna suggest it for you guys. I get a little DJing here and there. I just can't stay away. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Twitter. What is it? What's my name? Crypto Pete.
Don't know.
You guys, I don't know. Let me see. Let me plug myself here.
But yeah, then me, heavy into hex, man, going deep down into Hexaco and just gonna chill there for the rest of my life, man. Once hex hits like $5. But yeah, man, well, we'll be all right, dude. And we all get together, we all share our knowledge, we all share it with each other.
Your experience.
And yeah, we all experienced
what you
the same
learned,
thing.
you know.
We kind of all got baptized by fire. We bought high, didn't sell low. We just didn't sell at all. We just bought high.
Yeah.
And we
Nah, there was certain things we bought low, but not knowing what we were doing and stuff like that.
right.
But no, hey, follow me on Twitter, Pete Crypto at Pete Crypto on Twitter. I know I might list put some little DGen stuff in there. You guys are interested for more like more advanced or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Not financial advice or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? It's a space, man. You know, everybody bounces ideas off of everybody, and I mean, I'm not, like I said, I don't recommend, some of these meme coins or you know what I'm saying, but is there some money to be made sometimes, maybe, you know what I'm saying?
So I got a hypothetical for you, Peter.
Yeah, sure.
If you had somebody who only had $500 and that's all he needed to pay his rent, or he needed a little bit more to pay his rent, right? He maybe needed like 800. What cryptocurrency would you tell him to jump into?
Oh, you know what, man?
To double up his money.
I actually just got asked the same question, man, not so long ago on Twitter. And honestly, what I would recommend is what they just only have 500 to their name, and what they gotta pay rent.
All they got is $500, and it's not even enough to cover the rent. They want to throw it into a cryptocurrency, maybe a meme token, maybe something steady, something that's gonna give them the profit they need to pay the rent, the mortgage.
Right. So what I'm gonna recommend is that they hit up their landlord, you know what I'm saying, or their leasing company, whoever they're renting from, or they're paying to, or whoever, and be like, hey, listen, I'm gonna be late. Don't be gambling the money you have, man. If don't use money that you need, right? Especially if you do some degen stuff, like you're probably gonna lose your stuff. You know what I'm saying? When I play around with some high risk stuff, like I only use money that I absolutely do not care about. Any money I do care about, I throw it into like lesser riskier plays. And even then, that's like money I don't need. You know what I'm saying, right now, or months down the line. I always try to keep myself covered financially. And then any extra monies, like, then I'll put it into some stuff. But yeah, if you're in hard times, you only got like $500 to your name, and you want to double it up, like don't do anything risky like this. Like, this is, these things can go wrong. They have and probably will, and this it's definitely not the way. Definitely call somebody, get a loan, or you know what I'm saying. But don't be throwing that stuff. There's time for everything. You guys got time. We got time. There's still got a good amount of time. For you guys to hop into some of this stuff, get into the crypto space and whatever, you know what I'm saying, but at your own time, you know what I'm saying, and with whatever you can. Don't be throwing the house payment or your rent on this stuff, you know what I'm saying. Make sure you guys be responsible as possible. You don't want to lose it all, you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Let's play it safe, guys.
Yeah. This is like the way I see crypto, man, is like this is just money I'm throwing away to the trash.
Yeah.
This I don't think of it like it's like, oh man, if I buy this now, I'm gonna be so rich in this many years, like, or I'm gonna be rich tomorrow if I throw $100 into this meme token, and I'm gonna be rich as hell. I won't. You won't. You just kind of just buy it, and then I just forget about it, man. I buy it, and then if it goes up, good. If it doesn't go up, it was money that I wasn't counting on. It was money that I was either gonna buy alcohol with it or throw it at this and see what happens. And that's kind of how we started.
That's exactly how it starts. You know what I'm saying?
I had a funny story, man. I was working with a buddy of mine. I was making some money, and I bought some Bitcoin right around this time here, around May. It was probably like one like 200 and what I
Bitcoin or ETH?
ETH. Sorry, I bought an Ethereum token. My very first Ethereum token. I bought it for like $214, man. I told my coworkers, because we all had extra money. We had just gotten a prevailing wage work, so we had gone like pretty much a fat pay raise for a temporary time. And I was like, hey, just buy these tokens, and they didn't want to. I was just bought it just because I was like, man, whatever, dude, ETH, whatever, I don't know what I'm doing. And this thing ran up to like $1,500, man, right around here. And I was telling them the whole time. I was like, dude, it's $1,500. Buy some. They're like, no, like, no, you can't. I was like, hey, it's like $2,000. Maybe you should get some. And they asked me, hey, man, it just hit $2,000, man. It's at a high. So do you think I should buy some? And I was like, yeah, dude, like, just hold it. Just buy it and just hold it, dude. Whatever happens, happens. And they didn't listen to me, man, for a better half of a year, dude. And it went all the way up to here, to like 3,900, and they're like, should we buy some? And I was like, yeah, man, why not, dude? They never did. It came back down, right? And it came back to 2,000. Like, oh man, it just hit 2,000 again. You think I should get in? I was like, yes, man, just get in, throw some money in. Like, dang. So needless to say, they didn't listen to me, man, until we got right around. We hit the highs. We hit highs of 4,700, right? There was even higher than that. It was almost 9. There you go, like 4,800. Came back down.
It was higher than that, though, wasn't it? It wasn't.
No, it never cracked 5,000.
Yeah,
So
it was really close.
Yeah,
really
it was
close.
right around here in November where my buddy was like, "Hey man, it just hit 4,000. Do you think I should get in?" And I was like, "Look, man, it's already gone up a lot from when I told you guys to get it at 200 and 1,000 and 1,500 and 2,000 and even 3,000." I was like, it's pretty high now. I was like, but like, if you're okay, if you were to buy a token right now for 4,000, and it goes to 0, like, you gotta be strong enough to not sell that token, man. So if it goes down from here, you just gotta know that you're gonna be okay 10, 15 years from now. Because if I was able to get it at $200 and go to 5,000, and people before us were able to get it at $1 and go to $200, $300, or $3,000. As long as you have that mental fortitude to hold it for a better, like, half a decade, like, go ahead and buy it, dude. So what does he do? This is the one time he wanted to listen to me, and he bought a whole token for $4,000, man. Like, I felt so guilty because if you guys see the price right here, man, it just goes down, dude. He maybe made some money on it right here, 4,500 possibly, or maybe he bought after that. Maybe he bought right here. And it just nothing, dude. Straight death. Little did we know it was gonna be a bear market, man. And I still feel guilty to this day. And every time I see him, I'm like, hey, dude, like, I know you bought high, but you could bring down your dollar cost average. It's at $1,200. Like, get some now, because obviously this is the really good price. And I think the lowest I seen it was $900 since then, since this high at 4,000 or the high at 5,000. And I talked to him recently too, man. I was like, hey man, like, did you pick anything up in December, like January? And he's like, yeah, man, I bought a couple more. And I was like, all right, dude, like, good, man. Just keep buying them now.
Good job to him,
buying
man.
them now, man.
And that's
tough.
That's why when it comes to things like Ethereum, though, you know what I'm saying? When we're talking about like long plays,
It's a good, yeah, long play, right? This is a very good token. Ethereum's a very, very good
and
crypto token.
we only see that because it's such a major, important player in this crypto game. You know what I'm saying? I know people always put a lot of emphasis on Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin is good, but without Ethereum, we kind of don't have anything else in the crypto space. You know what I'm saying? So Bitcoin was kind of the beginning, and Ethereum kind of gave utility to the space, right?
If you guys see right here where the mouse is at, you see that Bitcoin accounts for like 46% of the market right now. And you have Ethereum over here that counts for 18%. So between these two, whatever that adds up to, I'm not good at math, but
More than
between these two top cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum, it literally accounts for over half of the whole crypto space. So these two account for half, and then everything else in between
the
here,
remaining 20-some
the
thousand.
the remaining million freaking tokens out here, whatever. Look, page 107. How far? Dang. Oh wow, this is crazy. We're really in uncharted territory here. Pepe's over here.
Not even numbered no more.
Yeah, right. They lost the numbers. So these infinity tokens here, all that between number 3 and everything below it, yeah, these don't get numbered. That accounts for the rest of the crypto space. So like the top 2 account for over half, and then everything else just kind of follows too. Which is why we say follow these tokens.
And those 2 tokens have proven track records. You know what I'm saying?
They're the longest standing.
Longest standing. They, keep performing, been performing, probably will continue to still perform. So like, that's why we're kind of like, maybe focus more on this, a little less on the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's at the end of the day, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We do this. This is what we focus more on.
50% of your portfolio
Yeah,
into those two, into either one of those two, or you could hold both of them.
You know, for institutional money to be mainly in those two, crypto tells you everything. You know, that they believe in those two projects. So like definitely, you know, those should be a must in your portfolio.
But again, you know, this isn't financial advice. Do your own research. DYOR, right? You're gonna hear that a lot in the space. Like, it's all up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to do the work. You guys got to research. You know what I'm saying? Then once you like something and you decide what you want to do, you know what I'm saying?
Stick with it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely get really into something. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get behind something, then it's probably not something that you want to get into. But yeah, man. There's a lot of good stuff out there, man. You just gotta do your research, learn about the cycles, you know, your bull cycles, your bear markets,
The lingo.
Literally,
crypto has its own
language.
It's a whole world, man. You know what? We can break down some terms.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. This video's gone down for like 1 hour and 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe next video then we can break some
Yeah,
terms.
Definitely. Well, we could do free talk and just, you know,
yeah, we
any
should,
subject.
man. So we're doing these videos pretty much like Saturdays late night, or Sunday mornings, I guess, is what it's really coming down to. So just kind of look out for us. Then hop into the stream, ask questions. Get your questions ready. We can do a whole video just answering questions if we need to. Like, that's fine with us. You know what I'm saying? We have no problem with that. We can continue on the lessons in other videos. You know what I'm saying? But we're here for you guys. You know what I'm saying? So tell your friends about us. Tell your mom about us. You know what I'm saying? We're just here to help everybody out. Or not giving financial advice, but just to kind of educate you guys, so you guys kind of get the gist of what this is, and you can make your own decisions from there, and at least learn. You know what I'm saying? Something. We're just trying to give you guys a little bit of an advantage, more than what we had, because when we came in, we're like fresh. I don't know about you guys, but like nobody really put me on. I kind of just had to like watch constant videos like all the time, kind of like this, and look up all this information.
Definitions, man.
Oh yeah, man, because for sure,
wrecked. Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
Next stream we'll break down some terms if we get the chance to, so you guys. Like, when people are talking about certain things, you're like, what FOMO? What you call me?
Right, yeah, what's the FOMO?
What you call it? I know FOMO.
I think you meant mofo. But yeah, man, so we appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks
Cisco,
for joining us.
I'm outie. It's late.
Have a good night, everybody.
Later from Pete. Follow me on Twitter, Crypto Pete.
Yeah, man. See y'all around.
Good night.